everyone, welcome back to Measuremix. So today I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on how my laundry room is coming along since you guys saw it last after I stenciled my tile floors. If you guys missed that video, I will link that up above and down below in the description box so you can check that out if you want to. So far, I have received my washer and dryer in my laundry room and I've hooked it up. It's all put in place. I've been using it like crazy and trying to catch up on laundry, which is great. I did run into just a couple little issues with it. We got it all hooked up and we put it in the corner where we thought it was gonna be, which is next to a set of wall cabinets. And there was like a perfect little spot for a stackable unit there. And that is what prompted us to get a unit that was stackable, was that little area. But after I got it in there and I looked at it, I didn't like it in that area because the cords and the hoses were reaching from underneath the cabinet side all the way to the washer and dryer on the other side, and you were just going to be able to see those hoses and cords, and it just was going to look like a cluttered mess. There was no way for me to cover it up, so I needed to move the washer and dryer to the other side of the room. So I convinced my husband to take down the cabinets that were there. Now my walls are covered in beadboard in my laundry room, so our fingers were crossed that there was beadboard behind the cabinets. Unfortunately, there was a section of beadboard that was cut out, so I had to patch that instead of just taking down the beadboard and replacing it with another panel. I had beadboard already and I just went ahead and just cut a piece out and patched it. It doesn't look the best, but that's okay because I'm the one who looks at it and has to live with it. But it's pretty much mostly covered behind the washer and dryer now, and then I'm gonna have shelves on the other side of the washer and dryer and stuff on the shelves, so you're not gonna be able to really notice it, I think, once I get everything up and done in the laundry room. So it was worth it because I love the washer and dryer on the other side. It gives so much more room in the laundry room, I think, and it just looks a lot better, and those cords and hoses are covered, and that would have drove me nuts if those weren't covered. So I'm glad that we moved it. The next thing that I've done to the laundry room is paint the walls. And I actually did this before the washer and dryer was installed because I thought it would be easier to get the walls painted before that was in, which I was right, it was. But unfortunately, I thought I wanted a contrasting color because I thought just painting the walls white, it would have been too white in there because our washer and dryer was going to be white and it was just not going to look right, and I needed a contrasting color. Well, I was wrong. After I painted the walls gray and the washer and dryer was installed, it just didn't look right. The gray didn't match the floor paint and it made it look just more outdated, and it just made the room look smaller. So I ended up repainting the room in just a white base color by Behr, just to give it a fresh, clean look, and it definitely gives it a more of a farmhouse look, which I love. So I'm really happy that I repainted the room. So sometimes you have to do things twice to get it the way that you actually want it. So the last thing that I did to my laundry room so far is replace the light fixture in there. The one that was in there before was just a globe light fixture with a brass gold color base. It was just too small for the area. It didn't give off enough light and it was outdated, so it was time to replace it. I actually replaced it with another outdated light fixture, but I made it over. I got this light fixture from the Habitat for Humanity store. Everything was 50% off that day when I went in there, and they had a ton of light fixtures, so I picked up this old 80s light fixture for $5, which I thought was a good deal, and I could bring it home and make it over for a lot less than what I could buy a new light fixture for the area. So I took it home and I took it apart. I took the glass pieces out, which they were really easy to remove. You just turn a little knob on the top and take like the top part off, and then the glass pieces just slide right out. And I set those aside, and then I took the rest of the piece apart. I also covered the candelabra bases in painter's tape because I didn't realize you could remove those and just set those aside so they wouldn't get paint on them. So I covered them in painter's tape, but unfortunately when I went back to take the painter's tape off, I realized you could take them off of the base there, but then I also broke them while I was trying to take the tape off of them. So just a little tip for you guys, you could just slide them off and put them aside so they don't get paint on them if they are definitely okay to use after you're done making over your lamp. So, but I did end up purchasing new ones, which you can get from Home Depot or Amazon for a really cheap price. So it really didn't break the bank that I had to purchase new ones. And I'm actually glad that I did because the old ones were probably a little bit yellowed and a little bit more worn and tore and not as white as I wanted them to be, so I'm glad that I purchased new ones in the long run. Anyways, I went ahead and spray painted the whole light fixture with the wrong spray paint the first time. I thought it was a black colored spray paint and it ended up being more grayish, and I wanted black to match what I had already painted my register cover in my laundry room with, so I had to go back to the store and I got the hammered black spray paint by Rust-Oleum, the same spray paint that I had, and I did the light fixture in that. So and then I just let it dry, and then we just hung it up. So I did take the chain that was on it. I took most of the links off of it. I only left one link because I wanted my light fixture to hang as close to the ceiling as possible. So it was really just easy to remove those chain links. You just bend the chain and the links just come off. But I would recommend doing that before you spray paint your light fixture because I did it afterwards and I had to go back and touch up some spots on my light fixture after I got it hung, just because when you're taking that off, it kind of scrapes some of the paint already on there. So, but I love how the light fixture looks in the area. It's definitely more modern. I didn't put the glass pieces back in because I didn't think it needed it. I like the look of like a lantern look, and I thought that's kind of what it looked like after it was all done. So I really like how it looks. So far, my laundry room is coming along. I cannot wait to get it done. I hope you like this update. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I am going to be making over a cabinet into a dog crate and a folding table and adding some shelves for my next video update. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you're subscribed by hitting that red button below, and also make sure that notification bell is hit so that way you'll get notified when I upload a new video. And that is it, guys. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.